In every corner of our planet, from the densest jungles to the most remote islands, nature has crafted wonders of extraordinary beauty and complexity. Among these, few are as captivating as the birds. They grace our skies and forests with color, song, and life. But some are so rare, so elusive, that they have become almost mythical. These are not the familiar sparrows or pigeons of our city parks. These are living treasures, each a masterpiece of evolution, teetering on the very edge of existence. Their stories are ones of survival, of unique adaptations, and of breathtaking splendor. I have been fortunate enough in my lifetime to witness some of the planet's most remarkable spectacles, but the sight of a truly rare bird remains one of nature's most profound gifts. It's a fleeting glimpse into a world that is rapidly vanishing. Today, I want to share that sense of wonder with you. We will journey across continents to uncover 7 of the most precious and unbelievable birds that still share our world. Their existence is a fragile miracle, a testament to the sheer diversity of life on Earth. So join me as we embark on this special expedition. We will venture into the shadows of ancient forests, soar over vast canopies, and tread softly on sacred ground to meet these avian jewels. Prepare to be astonished by their unique forms, their vibrant colors, and their incredible tales of survival against the odds. Let's discover these rare wonders together, and perhaps, in understanding their value, we can better appreciate the world we all call home. Our journey begins in the deep, quiet darkness of New Zealand's protected islands. Here, under the cloak of night, a truly peculiar character emerges. This is the kakapo, a bird of contradictions. It has the face of an owl, the gait of a duck, and the endearing nature of a friendly pet. But most remarkably, it is a parrot that has forgotten how to fly. Isolated for millions of years in a land with no ground predators, the need for flight simply vanished. Its wings, now small and useless for lift, serve only for balance as it clambers through the undergrowth with a surprising agility. It is the heaviest parrot in the world, a gentle, moss-green giant of the forest floor. This nocturnal vegetarian spends its days roosting in trees or under roots, emerging at dusk to forage for fruits, seeds, and leaves. Its presence is often revealed not by sight, but by the distinctive, low-frequency booming call of the males, a sound that can travel for miles across the valleys in their quest to attract a mate. With a population so small that every individual is known by name, the kakapo is a poignant symbol of island fragility. Its survival is a direct result of one of the most intensive conservation efforts ever mounted. A constant, dedicated battle to keep this charming, flightless wonder from fading into legend forever. We travel now to the tropical rainforests of the Philippines, to the very top of the Canopy, the domain of a truly formidable predator. Look, there, perched with an air of regal authority, is the magnificent Philippine eagle. With a wingspan stretching over 2 meters and a crown of long, shaggy feathers that it can raise into a fearsome crest, its appearance is nothing short of breathtaking. It is one of the largest and most powerful eagles on the planet, a true apex predator of its environment. Its piercing blue-grey eyes are adapted for spotting prey through the dense foliage, and its immense talons can dispatch monkeys and lemurs with astonishing force. Once known as the monkey-eating eagle, its name was changed to better reflect its national significance as the country's national bird. But this title carries a heavy burden. Deforestation has decimated its hunting grounds, confining the remaining pairs to ever-shrinking pockets of old-growth forest. Each pair requires a vast territory to raise a single chick, a process that takes 2 full years. This slow reproductive rate, combined with the relentless loss of its home, has pushed this majestic bird to the brink. To see one in the wild is a rare and humbling privilege, a stark reminder of what we stand to lose. Our search now takes us to the vast, swampy wetlands of central tropical Africa. Here, standing perfectly still amongst the papyrus reeds, is a creature that seems to have stepped directly out of a prehistoric age. This is the shoebill, and its name is an understatement. Its enormous clog-shaped bill is its most defining feature, a formidable tool tipped with a sharp hook. But it is the bird's behavior that is truly unnerving. It can stand motionless for hours, a grey feathered statue, its gaze fixed upon the murky water. It is the embodiment of patience, waiting for the slightest ripple that betrays the presence of its prey. When an unsuspecting lungfish or tilapia comes up for air, the shoebill explodes into action. The attack is sudden, violent, and incredibly fast, a technique known as collapse feeding. It lunges forward, its massive bill clamping down with decisive force, often decapitating its victim in a single powerful strike. Its stare, often described as unsettling, is that of a highly specialized and efficient hunter. This unique bird, with no close living relatives, is a solitary and ancient lineage, a living fossil whose survival depends entirely on the preservation of these sprawling, life-giving wetlands. We now ascend into the cool, misty cloud forests of Central America, a world of perpetual green, draped in orchids and bromeliads. It's here that we hope for a glimpse of a bird so beautiful it was considered divine by the ancient Aztec and Maya peoples, the resplendent quetzal. The male, in his breeding plumage, is arguably one of the most spectacular birds in the world. His body is a dazzling mosaic of iridescent green and gold, with a vibrant, blood-red breast. But honestly, his true glory lies in his tail, twin feathers that grow to form a magnificent train, flowing behind him like a silken banner, sometimes up to a meter in length. This breathtaking adornment, which made it a symbol of liberty and wealth, also makes flight through the dense forest a challenge. The quetzal was sacred, its feathers more valuable than gold, yet it was forbidden to kill the bird to obtain them. Today, its sacred status continues in a different form. It is the national bird of Guatemala, its image gracing the country's currency. But like so many others, its existence is threatened by the loss of these unique cloud forests, its mountain sanctuaries. To see it fly, its incredible train trailing behind, is to witness a living jewel, a fleeting vision of ethereal beauty. Deep within the rainforests of just two small islands in Indonesia, Wajo and Batanta, lives a bird so fantastically decorated it seems almost a work of fiction. This is Wilson's bird of paradise. It is a tiny bird, no bigger than a starling, but what it lacks in size, it makes up for in sheer, unadulterated color. The male is a living kaleidoscope. His back is a startling scarlet red. His head is a patch of bare, electric blue skin patterned with black lines, and a brilliant yellow cape adorns his neck. It is a combination of colors so vivid, so audacious, it almost defies belief. But the spectacle doesn't end there. To attract a female, he must perform. He first meticulously clears a small patch of the forest floor, his personal dance stage. Then, as a female approaches, he begins his elaborate courtship display. He puffs up his fluorescent green chest shield, fans his wings, and flashes his colors, all while his two bizarre sickle-shaped tail feathers, which curl outwards in a perfect spiral, bob and weave. This private performance, hidden away in the dark understory of a remote island forest, is one of nature's most dazzling and exclusive shows. Our story now takes us to the arid, cliffside landscapes of the Middle East and Northern Africa. Here we find a most unusual bird, one whose appearance is perhaps an acquired taste. The northern bald ibis. With its featherless, wrinkled head, long curved beak, and ruff of scraggly dark feathers, it possesses a strangely charismatic, almost comical look. This is a bird with a long and storied history. It was revered in ancient Egypt, depicted in hieroglyphs, and it was one of the first birds to be officially protected by law back in the 16th century. Despite this long history, by the end of the 20th century, it had vanished from Europe and was critically endangered, with only a few hundred individuals remaining in Morocco and a tiny, relict population in Syria. Its decline was a quiet catastrophe, but its story is also one of hope. Intensive conservation and reintroduction programs in Europe are now working to bring this curious pilgrim back to its ancestral breeding grounds. Watching these sociable birds nesting on cliff ledges or foraging together in dry fields is to witness a remarkable comeback, a testament to what dedicated conservation efforts can achieve for even the most unlikely of species. For our final bird, we journey to the dry, thorny Caatinga scrubland of Brazil, a habitat as unique as the creature it once held. We are searching for a ghost, the Spix's macaw. This bird, made famous by animated films, is a vision of ethereal blue. Its plumage is a stunning gradient of shades, from a pale grey-blue head to deeper azure wings and tail. It is smaller and more slender than its larger macaw cousins, a delicate jewel of the Brazilian wilderness. Its story is one of the most heartbreaking in modern conservation. For decades, trapping for the illegal pet trade and habitat destruction relentlessly reduced its numbers. By the year 2000, the last known individual in the wild disappeared, and the Spix's macaw was declared extinct in its natural habitat. For 20 years, its calls were silent in the Caatinga. The species survived only in captivity, a scattered population in the hands of dedicated breeders. But this is not the end. In an unprecedented international effort, these birds have been bred and prepared for a return. In 2022, the first flock was released back into their ancestral home. To see the Spix's macaw fly free once again is to witness a resurrection, a fragile blue hope against a clear Brazilian sky. We have journeyed across the globe and witnessed just a handful of the planet's most rare and precious avian treasures. From the flightless parrot of New Zealand to the resurrected blue ghost of Brazil, each bird tells a powerful story. They are products of millions of years of evolution, perfectly adapted to their unique corners of the world. Yet, their futures now rest precariously in our hands. Their rarity is not a natural whim. It is, in almost every case, a direct consequence of human activity, habitat loss, climate change, and illegal trade. These birds are the sentinels, the canaries in the coal mine for the health of our planet. Their survival depends on our choices. Supporting conservation organizations, protecting natural habitats, making sustainable choices in our own lives. These are not small gestures. They are vital contributions to a global effort to preserve the rich tapestry of life on Earth. By protecting the homes of the kakapo, the Philippine eagle, and the quetzal, we are also protecting countless other species and the vital ecosystems that sustain us all. The fight to save these birds is a fight to save the very wonder and diversity that makes our world so extraordinary. Thank you for joining me on this journey. The existence of these creatures enriches our planet beyond measure, and it is a privilege to share their stories with you. Their fate is a reflection of our own commitment to the natural world. I invite you to share in the comments below which of these incredible birds amazed you the most, or if there is another rare bird whose story has touched you. Let us keep the conversation and the hope alive.